The sensitive Coronation Street storyline will see Johnny Connor, played by Richard Hawley, finding his son Aidan, Shayne Ward, dead in his flat. Although the suicide may come as a shock to some viewers, small moments have been left in the ITV soap throughout the past few months which led up to his suicide. Now, Shayne has opened up about what has led his character to complete such a devastating act. The 33-year-old told Metro.co.uk, "The thing is, everybody is going to be thinking, were there any telltale signs that Aidan was feeling suicidal? You can't pin it down to one particular thing that has happened to him over the years. He has cheated, he has lost people their jobs, he had a hard relationship with his dad, he has always wanted to prove himself to his father but hasn't quite succeeded, he has always been quite troubled. But it isn't always possible to spot a person is struggling to cope with life. I had to figure out when and why Aidan had reached a point where he felt this was his only option, the path that he was going to take. I feel that it was because of all the problems that he caused, a lot of them not on purpose and some were down to his own actions. He lost his relationship and as a consequence he lost the factory and everyone lost their jobs. I have figured out that one thing Aidan can't do is escape his own mind. He is short-tempered with people. He has even hit his own dad a few times, but he could never explain why he was angry or annoyed. He just was, and he really did feel, wrongly, that everyone would be better off without him." Shayne also divulged that Aidan had intended on taking his own life earlier on this year. The soap star divulged he had actually planned to do this sooner, but then Carla was sick and needed a kidney. He saw this as a way to finally do something good, to help someone, but by this point he had decided that he was going to take his own life and posted the letter, but when he found out about Carla and he intercepted the letter the next day from the postman outside his dad's flat, he stopped his family seeing the suicide note and he didn't go ahead with his plan at that point. There was a moment in the hospital when he was crying his eyes out, but tragically he kept all of that from his family, so there were no telltale signs for his family to see. He didn't talk to anyone about how he was feeling. Everyone around him was so happy that it had been successful. He didn't want to burden anyone with his thoughts. He wants to get everyone their jobs back and make the factory a success. To be given the whole empire of Underworld after everything he had done to that business was overwhelming for him. Now it is all on his shoulders. It is incredible, but what if he messes it up again? That is something that has plagued Aidan ever since we first saw him. He has always wanted to prove that he is like his dad and that he can carry on the empire, but he just seems to trip up along the way, and that is his biggest fear. What if I do it again? Soap boss Kate Oates has also opened up about Aidan's final est, saying it was entirely Shayne's creation. The final, in which we see Aidan, is entirely of Shayne's creation. She told Metro, "Originally we were just going to see Aidan at the pub with his family. Life's going on around him and he's just completely disengaged, but Shayne instinctively said, that feels really wrong to me. I think I need another moment and Aidan needs it too," she explained, "so we added a final of him breaking down at the flat. Now when I watch these episodes, they wouldn't feel complete without it." Coronation Street continues tonight at 8:30 p.m. on ITV. For confidential support, call the Samaritans in the UK on 116,123 or visit a local Samaritans branch.